I'm gonna put this out there. I think what was it? Uh, TNG, right? They were
Right.
gonna. I think they're gonna choose Chromie.
You think TNG's gonna go Chromie?
Yeah, I see a
Let's see.
Chromie. I see a Chromie pick in the future.
Towers of Doom. That does not follow any of their previous Towers of Doom games, but that doesn't mean it's not possible. Right? Anything is possible. I just want to see some more good games. These two teams have actually been a lot of fun to watch. I think out of the teams we've casted, um, Trademark Gaming from the first week and PBU have been two of the toughest teams um, for TNG to beat. So I think this should be interesting. And we do have a band coming out from PBU first. And that's going to be on the Dahaka. Okay.
The Haka band.
It's a good band. And now we should have TNG's ban here. Banning the globals, though, I like it. I like it. Especially on this map. It's kind of important to ban the globals. Did I say the locals? We're only 4 games in, and I'm already mixing words up, Mystic. What are we doing? What are we doing? Rip my vocabulary. Taking a while to figure out this band. You know, Artanis. Okay. Artanis is a solid band. I'm wondering if because of where I am on the map, my 2 bands aren't backwards, but we'll find out.
I believe that is correct.
I think
Since we're down here, I think the bands are correct.
I think you're no right. That would make sense actually. That would make sense. Okay. So let's see what they first pick.
It's weird to think about them not backwards now, isn't it?
It throws me off. Like my whole perspective is completely off at this point. I'm just looking for consistency, Blizzard. Can we get that, please? All the observer slots should look the exact same.
Well, if you're on the bottom 2, observer slots, everything's fixed. But you're in the other ones, then everything's just backwards.
I'm just looking for consistency. Ragnaros. See, I actually don't like Ragnaros on this map. I know Rag does a lot of damage. Molten Core gets less value here. Well, that's not true. Sometimes Molten Core is really powerful because it can go a long ways on this map. But then there are other times when it's not as valuable.
I mean, it's kind of like a double-edged sword on this map, right? Because Molten Core, you can interrupt the channels, but you also have to move pretty far away from your team to do that. So after Molten Core, you're kind of far away, and you have to take some time to get back over there.
Right, and I guess that's my point. Is that this map specifically is so altar dependent that I feel like your trait actually handicaps you a little bit. Although I'm saying that, and I have HGC running in the background right now. Team Freedom picked up Ragnaros on Towers of Doom, playing Dumpster Tier Superstars. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Diablo Zarya. Now that looks like a team that's going to come out and whack you upside the head. So this should be interesting. I'm seeing team comp build here.
See, all right. If I was PBU at this point, I'd be like, well, they just picked 2 tanks, and Tychus is not banned. I will pick a Tychus.
Immediately pick Tychus?
Yeah, that's what I would do.
I
But,
agree. But you're not on
that might be
PBU,
just
right?
me.
But no, I agree. I agree.
What do we got, PBU? What do you got for us today? Oh, they decide not to go with Tychus. They
Not to
go
with
Rhaegar
Tychus.
ETC.
I mean, you know what the problem is there is outside of the ban phase that leaves Tychus available. So if you don't ban him here, you can pick him up. But he is banned.
Yeah, they banned Tychus. They realized, wait a second, we just picked up 2 tanks and we didn't ban Tychus.
Or they just didn't want to take Tychus.
Yeah, I suppose
Because
that's
my point
true too.
is, if you leave Tychus in the ban phase, in this ban phase, right, and PBU doesn't ban him, you can pick him up, and Tychus does good damage. So I kind of would have liked to have seen them pick up the Tychus since he made it through that, to that point.
PBU, I don't know. Most of the tanks are taken here, so I don't know if you'd need to ban another one. Probably ban out a healer. Maybe
Ban out the
Malfurion.
Malfurion.
Yeah.
That's what I'd like to see done, is ban out the Malfurion, honestly. There it is. Malfurion ban. Alright. Okay, TNG, what do you got?
I don't know. What does what do the picks say? What does your
What does
your
my
book
magical
say?
spreadsheet say?
Yeah.
Let's see. Towers of Doom. Brightwing.
Brightwing.
I mean, they picked alright. Brightwing, Medivh, Tychus are the other most popular picks they have on this. That's why I'm surprised. Like, that's what they normally go. Brightwing, Medivh, Tychus here. Why would you ban the Tychus? Hence the confusion. And they usually pick up Tychus in this phase, so I'm very confused by, maybe they clicked wrong, maybe the wrong person locked in first.
Are we gonna say like Raynor or something? Oh,
okay,
Li Ming.
Li Ming. All right. They did have one Towers of Doom with a Li Ming on it.
I think Li Ming is actually a pretty good pickup here.
Against Ragnaros and ETC and Rhaegar, yeah, I would agree. I think Li Ming might actually be a better pick than Tychus. Even though Tychus is really strong. So I'd be looking for like a Medivh possibly as your next pick.
A Medivh?
From TNG.
Oh.
Just looking at their history, I'd be expecting a Medivh at this point. But right now we got to see what PBU wants to take to try and compete with that.
I think a Vala here wouldn't be bad. Maybe pick up KT or some other mage.
Vala KT I actually like. I think that's a good choice.
Thrall, alright.
Okay.
That's
Thrall,
pretty
Jaina.
good.
Okay.
Jaina. Alright, are we gonna see the Earthquake Bloodlust ring combo or something?
Right? I kind of would expect that at this point, given who they have in the team.
I kind of don't like the Jaina pick, honestly.
I would have liked KT better.
I feel like Jaina, right, so she's not very mobile, and so she has to, like, walk everywhere. She doesn't have any dashes or anything. And I feel like most of the targets that she's going to be able to hit is, like, Zarya, Diablo.
So,
which are both tanks.
I was just going to point out, ETC with the Mosh will help set up Jaina. But now I realize why they went the Li Ming over what
She's
they normally
going to be
do.
nowhere close.
No, Wave of Force. For one more interrupt. So, that actually
You have
makes sense.
so many interrupts for that.
Yeah, but now unless Diablo or unless unless ETC gets a 5-man mosh, every character on this team has an interrupt for him.
I suppose that's true.
So the only way the mosh pit succeeds is if he 5-man moshes. The only way. So I kind of, I get it. I think that's a good choice. All right. Here we go. Game 1 of the Grand Finals, Week 3 of Helix Gamers League. And in red, playing for PBU, we have Fire on the ETC, Workhorse on the Rhaegar, Mr. Popo on the Ragnaros, EPB 420 on the Jaina, and Thermic on the Thrall.
And for Team TNG, we have Dayuni on the Brightwing, Grim on Falstad, Stu Manchu on Diablo, Asusake on Zarya, and Ataro on Li Ming.
I still love the name Stu Manchu. Just a shout out to my boy Stu Manchu. Love the name.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
Alright, let's see if we see any odd talents. I don't yet. I do wonder if we're going to see the Q build off Diablo again. Because I feel like TNG is the team we saw that off last week.
Oh man, Zarya took Feel the Heat.
I was just looking at that. Woo!
5,
She's going to get up close and personal.
3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin.
Alright, we got the 5-man meeting in the middle. Everybody throwing spells in to try and see what they can find. Nothing really connecting yet, but that's kind of to be expected at this point. Diablo did bait out Jaina's Blizzard, which is a nice cooldown too to put her on. And are we gonna 4-man rotate on the side of TNG? Maybe, probably not. Stu Manchu using that minion to escape though, always nice to see that. As a fellow Diablo player, that's the way to use minions. And it does look like we're not gonna get a 4-man rotation, but there is a lot of PBU members down in the bottom lane. Enough that Stu Manchu turned around as Diablo and came back bottom lane.
Yeah, PBU doing a lot of harass on the laners to try to force down Brightwing or something, force the TP.
And Ragnaros top lane did force Falstad to back. Falstad with about 10% of his health left at the time. But we do have a more traditional laning setup at this point with... Oh, or maybe not. Diablo... Stu Manchu's confusing me on his Diablo. Dude's all over the place. So we do have 2 in the bottom against Thrall, so they should be able to secure that bottom altar. And we have the typical top 2 altars setting up. Diablo in the bush, just kind of taking a look at where everybody's at on the side of PBU. And it looks like ETC pushing a little. This may be the end of Diablo. Diablo dying early because he does not have the souls to make him as beefy as he needs to be. So it does look like TNG's going to successfully get the bottom altar, but they're going to lose the 2 top altars.
Lord will not keep me from this realm.
It's still early in the game. I mean, those 2 altars don't mean a lot.
No, they don't. They really don't.
But, you know, so...
No, the first 2 it's more important not to throw a life away, right? So
yeah.
Losing the first 2 altars is not a huge deal. So far, Diablo is sticking with his Q build. And that level 7 will really tell us what he plans on doing. Zarya sitting mid lane right now, but she may... Nope. I was worried she might have overextended into a Jaina ETC kill fest, but she survived okay.
Thrall almost died in the bot lane. Opts not to back, but to tap instead.
And top lane, Rhaegar does finish off the Sapper camp while Ragnaros is keeping Falstad busy. They have a nice little setup going on top lane. They look like they might want to catch out this Falstad and kill him. And they are going to successfully get that kill. Stu Manchu on his Diablo, and oh, it looks like all 4 members of TNG did come up to answer back, but they're not going to get a kill here. They're just going to be able to clear that lane out.
Nice peel for the Jaina by PBU.
PBU leading 2 kills to none right now, and that was actually a great push party that they set up there, just waiting for Falstad to fly a little bit further out and then jumping in to kill him. So about a third of a level ahead right now. Both teams working on 7, trying to get it, and PBU does get to 7 first, but TNG is not very far behind, and we are going to get the 2 top altars to spawn this time around. So we can see all of that action. It looks like TNG was trying to soak 7 and did successfully do that. Rhaegar should be able to secure this first altar on the side of PBU, and it looks like Brightwing's going to get TNG's altar. And Brightwing does succeed in that. Zarya was able to interrupt Falstad, or Rhaegar rather, and it looks like all 5 members of TNG are going to try and engage here and maybe get a kill on PBU. Thrall a little late to the party.
They gotta be careful here. They're going up against 4v5 because Jaina was dead.
And TNG did pick up both shrines there, so they are ahead 4 shots on the core. Brightwing laning top, Zarya laning middle, and looks like Diablo Li Ming picking up the lower end sappers, while Rhaegar and Thrall do the same for PBU. We do have ETC and Jaina sitting in the mid lane against that Zarya. Just kind of laning. Nobody's really looking to get a kill, but Zarya and ETC sneaking up top, maybe looking to pick off this Brightwing here.
Oh, they've done this so many times before.
Oh, they may get that Brightwing. They do get that Brightwing. That was another great kill by PBU. Same place, same way they got the Falstad the first time around. They've clearly practiced that move. But bottom lane, it looks like the Pumpkin Sappers are going to go in and take out the entire front wall. And with Zarya and Diablo and Falstad bottom lane, I think they're going to be able to pick off this this fort. Zarya is taking some of that tower damage, but with her shield, it's just going to make her do more damage. Meanwhile, top lane PBU does pick off the top fort, so one fort has swapped both ways for both teams.
Impressive.
And it looks like the bottom fort, or I'm sorry, the bottom altar and the lower mid altar are the altars that are going to spawn, which does give a slight advantage to TNG. In that they can tap, and PBU cannot.
Oh man, they find the Diablo.
Both teams do have their heroics, and it looks like we're gonna pop everything and see what happens. So we're gonna lose Thrall first. There's a stage
goes
dive.
down on Rag.
But Falstad did blow everybody out to save them. So far we do only have the Thrall death, but a lot of people low right now. Everybody just kind of backing away from the engagement since it is 5v4. PBU is backing out. TNG does get the lower middle shrine, and it looks like Diablo is going to get this lower shrine.
Falstad kills the Rhaegar there, catches him out. Jaina goes down as well.
Falstad looking to maybe get some more out of this, or at least keep them pushed back so they can keep this this fort. And it looks like Zarya and Falstad are going to try and pick up the sappers. I don't know if they're going to be able to do this before the fort gets retaken, though. Brightwing has gone top to try and take back TNG's fort from PBU. But if they don't get in there and push these guys off, the sappers aren't going to get through, which is fine. Maybe they're not looking to get the sappers through.
It's kind of dangerous, because Ragnaros does have his great.
That was a great Zarya expulsion zone. I always get the two mixed up, but it had Thrall just kind of stuck between the fort and the expulsion zone, so that was actually pretty good. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and pick up this the other lower sapper camp, but PBU, knowing they're there, is actually going in and looking for an engage here, and PBU still working on the engage. Heroic abilities are popped, and it looks like PBU is going to take the first death out of that too. That's Ragnaros and ETC and Thrall all down. But PBU did get that Sapper Camp. Not worth the trade in my opinion. But they did succeed in that. Falstad going deep, looking to possibly get a kill on Jaina. But Rhaegar uses the Ancestral as soon as he sees that Falstad land. So Rhaegar did use his Ancestral and Jaina lived, but now Ancestral's on that 90-second cooldown, or 100-second cooldown rather.
Man, that fight did not go the way the PBU expected it to.
No, it really did not, did it? It looks like we're going to get the bottom altar spawning this time around. And I almost think it would have been more worthwhile to just let Jaina die. She would have been up before the altar spawn, and they would have Ancestral for this altar. Instead, because it's 13 versus 12, they're just backing out and letting TNG have this altar, and that's another 4 shots on their core, putting them down 32-16.
Like all the others. Enough of this charade. Bring down the Gravekeeper's core.
I will
Ragnaros,
to those wretched mines.
They're all kind of positioning around boss, but it looks like most of PBU is just going to go top lane. They grab the Sapper Camp, and now they're moving back mid lane. They still don't have their 13, so they need to get some soak on. And in the meantime, TNG is going to go ahead and grab the boss real quick. This is a good move from TNG. They have the lead, and it doesn't hurt to grab this boss and take the extra 4 shots off the board.
Yeah, PBU rotating around the map looking for a pick. Unfortunately, this Brightwing, he's like, well, I mean, I've seen you guys just run around try to kill me before, so I'm not having it this time.
Right. To answer Erotic Platypus's question in Twitch chat, most of the players in these two teams are Diamond, Master, and Grandmaster. So we do have PBU invading the TNG Sapper Camp and stealing it for their own, which is going to give them 2 Sapper Camps coming in on this lower wall. That should secure them the wall. I'm not sure if they're going to get anything else out of it. It does look like they're popping ultimates, looking to get a kill on Zarya, and they may actually pick off that Zarya. But TNG decides to pop their own heroic abilities instead and take out Thrall and Ragnaros pretty handily. Falstad flying up, looking to get maybe 1 or 2 more kills with the Gust. Does gust 2 of PBU's players into the lower half of the map where they can try and be dealt with. I'm not... Oh, they should get that kill. Yeah, that's a dead Jaina. And we're going to get the 3 altar spawn here with 3 members of PBU dead.
Yeah, PBU engaged a bit too hard on that. Thrall went like under the tower for that one.
Yeah, it was a dangerous engage, that's for sure. So it looks like they're gonna go ahead and take. I'm not sure, Rhaegar. I'm not sure you want to get in there, bro. Oh, that's a dead Rhaegar. And now we have staggered death timers working against PBU. So Brightwing trying to delay the mid altar. I'm not sure he's gonna be able to do that 1-on-3. And he may actually lose his life to Thrall here. But Zarya has made her way down there. Oh, Dayuni looks like he has disconnected. See if they ask for a pause or not. But
Oh, there. He's back.
he's back. Alright, that's going to be all 3 altars going over to TNG and a dead Jaina. And that's game. Wow, I lost track of how many shots we had. Alright, so that's going to be game 1 in the books for TNG.